Hello everyone and welcome back to FTB Interactions Remastered episode 24. Today I think we'll be able to get to Aurelia. All we need to do is make a few multi-blocks, make a few alloys, and soon we shall have our osmiridium. To begin our adventure today, we need to make ourselves an alloy blast smelter, which I've got all the things for. Well, I say all the things, but I mean just for this. So I need to make some hatches. I do need an EV energy hatch. I do have one of those, so that should be fine. Is it EV that I need actually? Let me have a look. Yes, EV is fine. So we've got an EV energy hatch here. Oh, I can use two. I'll just use two HVs. That'll work just as well. So we've got the two HVs and we've got that. So I just need to make everything else. We're back to doing this again to get our HSGG coils. But that's all right. We'll live, we'll manage. Yeah, so I'm going to make 16 coils. We'll get 8 for free, I think. Oh gosh, what if we don't? I've got enough to make more if I needed. We get 8 for free. That's good. So yeah, that'll be fine. I had to make extra tungsten, liquid tungsten, because I couldn't put it in any fluid cell. None of the fluid cells are hot enough or like have enough heat capacity, but I could put it in buckets. So I had to have 3 full buckets and I'd only made 2 buckets. But that's fine, we still got plenty of tungsten for now. And a bit of clicking later, there we go. We now have 24 HSG coils, which should be enough to, there we go, to cut that off. 24, perfect. So now we just need heat vents and high temperature smelting casing. Okay, we should have enough for this. There's my hammer. Yay, 36. That's exactly how many we needed. We should now be able to make ourselves a little alloy blast smelter, though I'm not quite sure where we're going to put it. So I guess we'll have to wait. Well, not wait and see, because I'll just do it right now, but just get it on with it. And here we have one alloy blast smelter set up, a little bit scuffed, but we've done it. So now we can move on to trying to make the large mixing vessel. Let me just make sure that these two are the only 2 weird alloys that we actually need for this. Ah, here we go. I forgot about this part. We need to make polybenzimidazole. Be able to make the 2 polybenzimidazole pipes that we need to actually make the large mixing vessel. Ooh, another tangent. Again, we need a system for this in the future. For now, I'm going to make a scuffed one. Phthalic acid, phenol, and sulfuric acid. Oh, I'm going to have to take over another large chemical reactor. That's boring. An IV as well. That's fine, we'll manage. To begin with, I need to mix some chrome and some oxygen in a chemical reactor so that I can get chromium trioxide. I then need to mix the chromium trioxide with saltpeter, and this will get us potassium dichromate dust and also some nitrogen dioxide as a byproduct. So if we commandeer this, what is it called? LCR, put some potassium dichromate in there. Let me double check what this isn't on any circuit, so we're going to turn the circuits off because otherwise it'll make stuff I don't want. We need to put in dimethyl, oh that's an output hatch. Okay, let's try that again. Some dimethylbenzene in one bit and then some oxygen in this side. That should do nothing. Oh, because I need to put in the EV energy hatch. And slowly, because I have to keep turning it off and on again, we get phthalic acid. Now I'm a little confused because it should be working. We've got phenol here, we've got sulfuric acid in this input hatch, and we have phthalic acid in this one, and that should make diphenyl isophthalate and diluted sulfuric acid. But it's not working. We're at IV tier. It should be working. I'm so confused. I don't get it. We have 2 output hatches with nothing in as well. Maybe like they're locked, but these 2 aren't. Maybe I need to unlock these. No, I'm so confused. I've been troubleshooting. I have absolutely no idea why this isn't working. We've got all the ingredients in, unless it's because this is in here, but I doubt it. Let me just chuck that on the... Oh, okay. It was a recipe conflict because obviously it was trying to make whatever with what was in the hatch or whatever. I put it back now and it still works, so that was goofy. But yay, now we should be getting diphenyl isophthalate or whatever it's called. Oh, I can't believe I figured that out so dramatically. I hate GregTech sometimes. It's so confusing, but whatever, it's fixed. I'm very pleased. Okay, that's one branch of the liquid polybenzimidazole that we've done. So next we need to mix sulfuric acid with a nitric acid on circuit none. Nitric and sulfuric. Is it in a mixer? Yes, not in a chemical reactor. And once mixed, this gives us nitration mixture. Now, actually in a chemical reactor on circuit 1, we're going to be mixing chlorine gas with benzene, which we've actually got quite a bit of. And this will make us chlorobenzene and hydrochloric acid. We then need to mix the chlorobenzene with nitration mixture, and this will produce us 2 nitrochlorobenzene. Next up, we are going to take our, hydrogen and our wait, let me take the sulfuric acid out. We don't need that in there anymore. Put the nitrochloro-whatsamajig in there with some copper, and this will cook up and make us some 3,3-dichlorobenzidine. I made a bit of ammonia, and if I take the hydrogen out of here again, put the ammonia in and put in our lovely 3,3-dichlorobenzidine, as well as a little bit of zinc. This should, with me turning off and on again, of course, should produce us the next thing that we need. We're getting close to the end, don't worry. 3,3-diaminobenzidine, I think. No, that's what we just made. No, it is. No, this is what we're making. And that also makes us some hydrochloric acid as well. And now we're on the home stretch. We need to mix this 3,3-diaminobenzidine with our diphenyl isophthalate in a chemical reactor at IV, so not this one. Okay, there we go. Now slowly but surely we shall be able to produce ourselves, I think, 9 buckets of polybenzimidazole blah 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 blah. Oops, turn that off. Yes, there we go. That's our first one. We will turn it into bars, and therefore we can make this a little bit easier. Maybe I should have started making... Yeah, I didn't actually do the job of checking if I needed any other alloys in this. I assume not. I just had to go get some more oil sands, but here we go. Now we can use our poly thingamabobs and we can make ourselves some PBI bars. Woohoo! Oh wait, that's still hot. Oops. I've just had a look. These are going to take absolutely forever to make. Look, 900, I mean, I've got argon, so it should actually be fine, but 603 seconds for that one and 429.6 seconds for that. That was more than 5 minutes. I don't quite know how much I'm going to need of everything, so maybe I'll just quickly do some maths and figure it out so we don't make too much because it's going to take so long. So if I'm not mistaken, we need 64 miraging steel and 202 hastelloy. Each recipe, we get 24 steel from it and 19 hastelloy, so that means we need 3 steel crafts and 11 hastelloy crafts, which is still going to take a while, but I'll just figure that out and we'll make a bundle. Let's do it in a nice empty one. Right, let's just start off cooking this. So this should get us our 3 crafts of miraging steel. So we want to put in argon because, yes. And what circuit do we need to be on to make miraging? We need circuit 15 if we're going to use argon, and nothing happens. And nothing happens because I had nichrome dust instead of nickel dust. So now something should happen at 603 seconds. Oh, that's the speedy one. I forgot. Liking the HSGG coils. This looks very cool, very shiny. Because this is on 2 HV to make an EV. Oh no, what's the problem? EV. Are we out of petrol by any chance, or diesel or whatever it is? No. Oh, I've not connected the wires up properly. I see. Well, no wonder it wasn't working then if it's all not connected. Oh, the wires must have burned because we're on... No, that's an EV wire. Oh, this is confusing. Okay, I think we're all right now. I've changed it to 4x aluminium cable. That should work. I think it was the amperage that was the problem because we were taking 4 amps of HV and that was... Which is 1 amp of EV. So I don't really understand, but that takes a few more amps. So we should not burn out this time and we should make our stuff. So, oh yeah, the number's still going up. We're good. And now I've collected everything else that we need to be able to make our hastelloy when that time comes. But while we're waiting for all of that, let's work on getting some of the other stuff that we need. To start off with our other tasks, I need to make an elite mixer. Also, can we make this? Not quite. And now we should be able to make ourselves a large mixing vessel, which is the main component for making this. I'll need to keep this open so I can remember. So we need to make some hatches. I'm not going to make the parallel control hatch right now because it takes LUV circuits and I don't think it's that necessary. We've also already got our energy hatches, so it's just 2 input hatches and 2 output buses or whatever. So now I've accumulated everything else apart from the reaction safe mixing casing and the Hastelloy frames, we now just need to wait for our big beefy machine to finish running. Now, just to show an example, we've got a bit of our whatever, the steel one, can't remember what it's called. If I put that there within our vacuum freezer with the mold here, we should start getting our miraging steel. Woohoo! Some AFKing later and we have all of our Hastelloy and all of our miraging steel. Now we should be able to make 61. Why did that swap back over? That's my one. You have this one. Yay, 61. We did it. We now have everything we need to make the mixer, which I'm going to temporarily stuff somewhere and it'll be bad. Ta-da! We've done it. We've made it. Here it is. One thingy-mabob. Thingy-mabob, you know what I mean. So now we can take our osmium and iridium input. Does it have a circuit? Circuit 1. It's off. Right. It's going to take 15 seconds of me turning the thing off and on again. We're not doing great on power, so I'll do 1 second at a time, wait for it to fill until we get to until we get our osmiridium dust. Then I have to tear this whole thing down and put the blast furnace back and do it again. Okay, we're on the last second, so hopefully we can get that through. Oh, it went down a second. No. Okay, I've done it. There we go. Osmiridium. We've done it. So now all we need to do is cook it up and we're good. And one blast furnace all set up, ready for me to whack slowly for a very long time. Let me turn it off to start with so that we're prepared. All I need to do is chuck in this and circuit 1. Yes. Okay, this is going to take a very long time, so bear with me, but we'll get there in the end. And a little while later, after lots of clicking, there we have it. 4 osmiridium ingots. And after what feels literally like forever, we should now be able to make ourselves 1 Aurelia artifact. So, begin. And yes, the charging will take a while, but if I speed up this, it shouldn't be as bad. Nope, there we go. And this will be the Aurelia artifact after maybe like 10 episodes of me saying I want it or something. This is what happens when you grind things out and people tell you about multi-block mixers. Thank you, Royal. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't have done this before the assembly line. And there we go. It's crafting. It's crafting. Ping! 1 Aurelia artifact. Okay, we're in space. The artifact is in our warp controller, so let's try and warp to Aurelia. I shall never tire of this. And this should be Aurelia. It's very pink. Let's get up into our rocket. It's not got much fuel, has it? Select. So now it says Aurelia. Okay, let me wait for some more fuel then. All fueled up. Let's take off to Aurelia. And I'll see you down there because you know what advanced rocketry's like. Well, I think we are landing. Yes, we look like we're falling. This planet is very red. Oh yes, here we go. Oh my goodness, what are those? Oh, well, this place looks cool. That floor does not look friendly, however. I guess we'll see where we land. Hopefully we can breathe on this planet because I don't want to not be able to fly and to have night vision and such. Unluckily for us, it doesn't seem to have oxygen here, and so that's not great. But here we go. We're on Aurelia now. We can scan. We can find minerals. We've already found a molybdenite thing. There's stuff over there. I guess, what's this water then? Because it looks like, it's molten obsidian. Does that hurt? Whoa, it hurts a lot. Oh, well done me. Right, collected my stuff. We're here. This vitrified sand is something I wanted for the quest. We can make it. We can get all the will crystals from this and also this raw lattice, which helps us make fluix things. I don't really think I can jump. Whoops, I've timed in a bottle nothing. So yeah, there's a lot of ores here, including thorium. That's nice. It's a shame I can't fly. It's actually quite sad. So yeah, we get iridium or platinum, palladium. That's nice. Diamond veins, uranium veins, molybdenum veins. So I'm going to have as best as I can, I'll look around and see what we can find. I think the gravity here is really strong because if you fall a couple blocks too many, it hurts. I'm trying to find out something over here. So this is quite hard to navigate. Good thing we've got step up. That's really, really helping. Without that, I think we'd have a trouble to even jump. I guess, there's the tungstate spessartine. So much diamond, though I don't really think we need that much diamond. So there's something over here. I think I made it over here, but because of time and all that, I can't see what's here, which is a shame. There's some dark glass and some red matter blocks. What? That's crazy. Can I actually make any of the red matter, like... Oh, I can. Or maybe it'll give me some dark matter blocks as well. Wait, these are actually cheap and, like, real. That's crazy. Turn the lights on. Aha, lights. Okay, now we can actually see what this is. So yeah, it's a bunch of dark glass. Okay, that just breaks. And, oh, I can't break that. So this, I assume, is going to be a dungeon. Okay. So, yeah, this very much indeed is a dungeon full of... Oh, my God. Well, I've got, like, no protection because of this. Maybe I should go get some airtight seal on my armor, because this is painful. Okay, new plan. Well, hopefully a new plan. I'm tunneling underneath here. We are going to put the storage scanner down. We're going to scan, and we're going to open the chests like so. Because, oh, blood runes. Yeah, there's some good loot in here, and it's too dangerous for me to actually go up there. And this keeps its charge pretty well, so... And now I can eat some of the food. It is very dark. I don't think there's probably any problem with us doing a bit of fey lighting down here instead. There we go. At least I can fill up on some of my food while we're down here. So yeah, we're going to fill up on inventory probably fairly fast. I can see sort of where we're going via this, so we should be able to make a good grid of everything. And I know technically this is cheating, but if they're not going to let me wear my armor, I also can't enchant the nano suit with airtight seal. Then I'm going to have to find other ways to win. And this way I can have all the loot without having to die, which is very nice. Oh, and look, we get ME circuits and HV circuits and ME storage components. That is, you know, it's too good of an opportunity to pass up. I'm back from slightly cheating there, and I mean, that was our old loot chest. We got loads of stuff. There's some ores in here, some thorium and some Nakada. I was just picking up while we were there. Some of the other good things we got was some ME interfaces, which is very nice. There's a few odd things, like a few bit of titanium, a draconic chest, which, if I'm not mistaken, is incredibly large and cool. So that's pretty good. I think if I put stuff in it, does it stay in when I pick it up? Yeah, so that's basically a backpack for us. We can chuck that in here in case you need other backpacky sort of things. We got some wyvern cores. I think we got some draconic cores as well. Fire ducts, item collectors. There were some other good things too. Let me see. Oh yeah, 64 ME storage drives. We've got an ME chest, some fluid storage components, some blacker lotuses. More food, which is always good for me. Oh, and something I really wanted for ages is a magnet, so now we don't have to make a magnet. There's some more draconic cores. A sigil of the storm from Animus. I don't know what this does. Makes lightning. Pretty cool. I don't know if I should have done that there or not. Some runes, like Rune of the Orb, a cake, Arcane Alembics, Crimson Rites. Oh, an atomic disassembler. So that sounds pretty cool, even though actually it's probably not that great if it's going to avoid machines if I break them with it. So maybe we'll ignore that. And what's in this chest? We've got some wireless boosters, more 64 storage. Obviously this isn't very organized. Another satchel for the void, some infinity drills. Dragon scale leggings. There was a dragon thing, but I didn't do anything with it. Neutronium as well. So, I mean, really, this is pretty good haul. If I might pop back again another time and have a look and see what's in here. I don't mind having some of the non-stackable sort of things just hanging about. I'll maybe take some of these non-stackables out of here and then try and combine all the sort of non-stackable equipment rubbish, which I just feel like keeping. While I was on Aurelia, I also got some neodymium ore, which I think we can... just gets us neodymium a bit more easily. I assume we need to blast furnace it. Oh yes, it's not even too bad. So that's lovely. How much HSSG do I have left? Fair amount, actually. How much do I have? Any molybdenum ore? No. Well, I'm going to go pick up a molybdenum ore, because if you do that, we get 8 more HSGG coils. And wouldn't it be nice if we could upgrade some of the other blast furnaces to HSGG now, while we're here and at it? Also, I've made a terrible mistake of putting airtight seal on my mantle. And yeah, now we've got this stupid little O2 bar at the bottom of the screen forever that I can't fill up because airtight seal would only go on the mantle of the stars and nothing else, which is very annoying. So yes, well, the HSGG was super cheap anyway, really, compared to everything else. So I'm going to turn this all into wire and see how many coils we can get out of it, because I think, especially for stuff like aluminium, I think it'll really just boost production. I've improved our blast furnaces with some HSGG coils. Obviously, I couldn't do all of them, but we've got a few extras. The one round here is also HSGG. HSG. This one is RTM. This means I can use nichrome coils for something else I need to do with them. And now we can cook aluminium in 7 seconds, and we can cook stainless steel in 9 seconds, which is way faster than we were doing it before. So that's really nice. And HSG is pretty cheap. I mean, we need to sort things out. My current plan at the moment is I know I've said this so many times, but I'm going to try and improve our diesel production. I've made a new area so I don't feel as annoyed by it. So let's just try and give this a go. One very excellent thing about the draconic chest, also that you can change the chest color, so I can have it any color I want. Oh, that might be a nice one. Oh, that's kind of nice. It fits the base a bit better then. Yeah, anyway, it cooks ingots for us, so I can just leave this all in here and it should just cook. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, it's probably not faster than the Tinker Smeltery thing, so I might stop that, but we'll see. I'm just setting some stuff up. I'm very confused. So I wanted to export the wood vinegar into a super tank, and I thought it would auto output, but it doesn't. So I've put a pump on that. Maybe it's on import, export. It's not working. I tried an item conduit and that doesn't work. I'm so confused. Let's just do it on camera. Extract, insert, nothing. So, oh, it's working now. Well, isn't that strange? How bizarre. So we've set up a few multi-blocks, so let's just go over what we're doing so far. So we have a pyrolyze oven at the moment, which is cooking us up wood vinegar from our wood farm. I think the problem with these is that they were facing the wrong way, maybe, but we'll just leave it like this for now. The wood vinegar will go into a distillation tower, which will produce 6 different things. The one we're most interested in, though, is methyl acetate. We're also making extra methyl acetate from the acetic acid and the methanol, which this is also producing. Is this on? Yes, that's on fluid voiding. We might need to do that for methanol as well. And so basically we're getting a lot of methyl acetate. To get the tetranitromethane, we'll be mixing this methyl acetate with nitric acid. And to do that, I have made a little LCR for nitric acid, which is just taking hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. And in 16 seconds, we are producing nitric acid. So yeah, I mean, nitric acid is really, really cheap when you have an LCR. So that's all nice and easy. And I went for this one. I know that you can mix ethanone with glowstone, but ethanone would require me to have either sulfuric acid and acetic acid together, or acetone and a LCR, not an LCR, distillation tower. So I mean, either way it's sort of distilling stuff, so I thought we'd just do it this way instead, and we should be doing fine. This is a little slow. I don't know if it's because of the coil or if it's because of anything else. I might change it to see if we've got a spare higher, like an RTM coil or HSSG coil somewhere, and see if that speeds up at all. I've put in a spare HSSG coil. I don't think it is speeding anything up. I think it's exactly the same. I think it's just any coil. So let me just double check after we get to 16 seconds. And yeah, no, it's any coil, so we don't need to waste one of our fancier coils on this. We can just keep it with a cupronickel. And I've just set up tetranitromethane, so we just have the methyl acetate and the nitric acid going into a chemical reactor, and it makes tetranitromethane, water, and carbon dust, which I'm just voiding the water and collecting the carbon dust in a stupid chest so that I can enable excess item voiding if we need it. So we don't really need that much to make the cetane boosted diesel. We just need like 20. However, I do want to revamp the diesel production. Right now it's not great. I mean, to be fair, yeah, it keeps slowing down, it keeps stopping, so I would like to improve it as best we can rather than just have this. I'm gonna leave the setup for now just because otherwise it'll probably cause a problem. But yeah, we're gonna sort this out. I need to get some more canola chickens, some more mineral chickens, that sort of thing, just to try and spice it up a bit. And here is our new and improved diesel setup, which is just sort of kind of waiting to get into a bit more of a buffer, so it's not perfect right now, but we are making infused nitro diesel. Look, I did it, I did what I said I was going to do. So it's mostly the same as the other system, it's just a bit bigger. So we have our mineral chickens making mineral eggs, which become mineral crystals. We have 8 centrifuges cooking them, and also somewhere to actually put the waste from that, including the carbon dust, the plant balls, and the sawdust, which is very nice. We then have the mineral resin going into advanced chemical baths with canola seeds. They go into advanced chemical reactors with liquid starlight and infinity dust to make empowered canola. We're making the infinity dust over here. We are also sending some of the canola seeds over here into an advanced mixer. And we'll need to do a bit more mining. We're nearly out of oil sands again, but that's fine. So we have oil sands go into the advanced centrifuges to make heavy oil. The heavy oil is distilled into normal oil, which is then mixed. Oh, there's sulfuric heavy fuel in there that shouldn't be in there. Let me check that's not in any of the others. It's not. Okay, so that mixes with the canola seeds to get crystallized oil, and we've got loads of that right now. This goes into an advanced mixer with crystallized oil to make the empowered oil, and then we have some advanced distilleries making us diesel. I have 4 HV ones, and then I moved over the ones from our old system, so we also have 14 MV ones doing this because it was backing up a bit. This is probably where quite a bit of the nitro diesel that we've been producing has ended up, because yes, we need to fill a lot of pipes. We then have the nitro diesel, not the normal diesel, going from this into an advanced mixer with our tetronitromethane that we made over there. They mix together to make ourselves cetane boosted diesel at a lovely rate. I think it actually increases the amount of diesel. No, it doesn't. We still only get 1,000 diesel, so we're not really increasing the diesel production, but we're still doing pretty well. And then that mixes with some tiny piles of lithium. That's also manual at the moment. I'll connect it to AE soon enough, but I mean that'll last us a long time. We've got tons of lithium, and it's only 1 per 10,000 cetane boosted diesel, so that'll last ages. It mixes with liquid starlight, the cetane boosted diesel, and we get infused nitro diesel, which is amazing. But yeah, we just need to sort of like leave this running for a while so that we can actually buffer the pipes a bit more, because I've just connected it to the ender tank. I should also now we've turned this side off, we'll have to connect the ender tank over here as well to like the main piping system, so that we are getting this everywhere, like the nitro diesel in all the systems and not just in the ones that are connected to the ender tank. Mild issue that needed to be fixed. So this tree farm had stopped, and I didn't realize that I wasn't actually piping any of the wood into the buffer down here. I was just not doing that. So I've now changed it so that we've got item conduits here instead of the item pipes. We have a priority so that saplings will go into there first, wood will go into here, and any excess wood will end up in the super chest, which will then be fed into the pyrolyzed oven underneath the ground, because that was becoming a bit of an issue. I also really should connect the wood up over here. It's just a bit far away because this is that ethylene production, and it keeps not doing anything because I keep not having any wood. But it's fine. It's fine. As long as we're still producing. Oh yeah, we need to do another cable. I just remembered. We need another cable to connect the... Is this the spruce one? Into here again, so that we always have enough saplings. There we go. Yeah, that's fixed it. And now just to check on things, this is back to running again, which is very nice, which means we should start making tetronitromethane again, which was what we had run out of and was causing mild problems. Yeah, because we had the other things, but no tetronitromethane. We do have probably quite a bit of nitric acid now. Yes, so... Oh, we do have tetronitromethane. Well, that's odd. Well, that was strange, because it was working before, but I've turned the super tank around now, and it's working again. I don't really understand fluid tanks. I also don't know where it's extracting from, but whatever. We should now be back over here and converting all the diesel into cetane boosted diesel, and because it only takes 20, we should actually get a fair amount. So this should help reboost our infused nitro diesel. Oh look, the pipes are filling up again. Woohoo! Now we've been to Aurelia, and I've actually sorted out the diesel production like I said I would ages ago. I think it's a good time to end today's episode, so thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.